Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about number 5 in how to set an appointment in door-to-door solar sales. So if you haven't watched the last video, steps 1 through 4, we covered them. Go and watch those in order. The last video, we now placed the prospect in the solution, the story about the solution. So now they're thinking, just to briefly recap number 4, we said hypothetically, how it could look for you as you get solar and you save money. What would you do with the extra money? Whatever they answer, take that, and then you immediately pull it back, right? Because sometimes homeowners here, they feel like, okay, this guy's selling me. He got me sold. They're going to, by default, this is the part of the process where they're going to ask for some information and ask for a card. In other videos later on where I go over objection handling, you can see how I overcome that when they say that and continue to my close. But in this video, we're going to go through the pullback. If you haven't heard of what a pullback is, the easiest way to explain it is like a kid and candy, right? Kids love candy. Most kids, I should say. I do know a kid who does not like chocolate, which, yeah, that's terrible. But kids do love candy, right? And so like my daughter, she's 3. If I hold out candy, hey, you want this candy? Or she loves ice cream, right? She gets that from her daddy. Do you want some ice cream? Yeah, I want ice cream. Okay, well, if I just tell her that she's going to get ice cream and she says, yes, I want it, and then I just pull it back or I don't give it away or don't give it to her, now what is she doing? She's like coming after it, right? Same thing with this. So if we talk about the hypothetical solution for them, and then we just say, this is how I say it. So to be honest, like this all sounds good, but to be honest, I don't quite know if we can help you yet, right? So that's a great line. I don't quite know if we can help you yet. There's some certain criteria that have to be met, right? And I just leave it at that, and then I just shut up. And then usually the response is, well, how do I qualify, right? And usually it's 50-50. Sometimes they show their cards where they're like, well, how would I qualify? And they're like, obviously, they're like spazzing out a little bit, like they got to do it. And then other times they're just, well, what are the qualifications, right? Either way, the intent is there. They are now interested. If they ask that question, when you pull it away, if they're like, well, no, give it to me. Like, how do I get it? Then you got them hooked. But make sure, don't skip this step. Sometimes, you run into a person who is just like, yes, we've been wanting to do solar. Yes. You still want to pull it back because you still want that, like, I'm coming after you reaction from the prospect. We're like, no, we're coming to get it ourselves. Now you've reversed the roles. You're not selling them. They are now coming to you. They want to buy it. So next video, last video, we'll talk about the close and a suggestion of the next step. This video could open some eyes for people. It definitely did for me. It comes from a training that I learned from a sales coach that I paid quite a bit of money to learn from, and it has increased my sit percentage quite a bit. So stay tuned for that. And if you like what we're putting out, it helps a lot to get your feedback. Leave a like or a comment and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot.